What it is, y'all, it's your old boy Pillock, and I'm going to be back today with more Danmachi, and today we're going to be talking about Grand Familia Battle. Now, I'm well aware it went live yesterday. I hadn't planned to drop this video until today because I forgot that when they said Friday, they meant JP time and not the vast majority of the rest of the world. So I apologize, I'm a little late on this, but we're going to talk about all this. Hopefully I can help you guys get out some extra scores. So, Grand Familia Battle boss number 1, high rank monster. Hellhound times 5, Beast Killer is effective. Beast Killer is effective. When physical attacks are also effective, remove all element resistance debuffs on allies. So they'll remove debuffs. So, elemental resistance debuffs from what I can tell. I don't think it removes any other ones. Physical resistance down 40%. Magic is neutral, so you want to use physical at all costs. Fire and light are resisted strongly. Light is resisted 80%. Fire is resisted 30%. Earth, water, thunder, and dark are neutral. Wind is down 70, so you really want to use a physical wind team on this. AoE physical wind team too. When physical attacks are effective, units with Beast Killer like Beastly Warrior Yuri and Knight's Bow Melina are great in this fight. Remember, Melina's the one unit that I was kind of like, man, she's +5 for me, so I really need a Maxima Breaker to take this on. The enemy can remove resistance debuffs, so pay attention to their status. Reapply the debuffs when necessary. It'll be easier to deal good damage with an attacker like Yuri, who can apply debuffs and attack at the same time. That's a hint right there. If you can apply debuffs and attack at the same time, you are pretty well good to go in an event like this. Now, here's the deal, guys. You do want to pay close attention to these fights. Some of these fights can produce more points than others, but also be a team player with your Familia. If somebody's getting ready to croak and you've got the team to do it, you help out your not even your Familia, your group. We're all split up. All of our Familias are split basically into 2 factions, red and blue. We're currently in the red faction, thank you. It's quite nice over there. And here's the deal, guys. It seems like, unless I'm mistaken, I believe you get 3 fights a day, and there's 3 foes to look at. Now, you could do all the same foe, you could try different foes, but at the moment, and I will say at the moment, because I got to pull it up over here, it seems like you only get 3 fights, unless there's a mistaken on that, but I don't believe I am. Now, currently we have 4 days and... well, almost 5 days. 4 days and like 20-something hours left, as of recording this at least. We might have a little bit left here shortly. But you do want to pay close attention to your alliance score every single day. The winning alliance will get some really sweet rewards. So, make sure you're doing your daily runs. Do not skimp on this. And make sure you can get the best teams out that you can. Check with your Familias, join your Familia Discords, talk to people on social media that are in your group, and see if people can help you produce teams, because these are going to be vitally important. It's basically 50-50 here, guys. So, that is Grand Familia Battle number 1. You can choose to do 1, 2, or 3. Let's talk about boss number 2. That is a large Fomorian with 2 small Fomorians, or small, I'd say small, but 2 normal sized. Beast Killer is effective and light attacks are effective. Enemy skills, allies, increase physical resist and magic resist, so they're going to resist you pretty hard. Self, increase dark attack damage. Allies, increase strength. That could be handy. Okay? So, physical resistance down 30, light resistance down 60. Wind and thunder are both resisted hard. Wind is resisted 80 and thunder resisted 30. Everything else is neutral. So physical light is really where you need to be in this event. Light physical attacks are effective. We recommend using units with Beast Killer, like Saint Spear Fianna and Gifted Sword Lazar. The enemy will buff their physical and magic resistance, so use units like True Courage Spear Finn, who can remove buffs and will help you with high damage. Hint, 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 hint. Gotta take care of those buffs and produce damage simultaneously. So a lot of the old units will be like, do one or the other. Rarely do they do both simultaneously. Just another example of why these current units are so insane compared to the old ones. Alright. That's monster number 2. Monster number 3. Udeus? Udeus? I don't know how to Udeus times 1 and Spartal times 2. Giant Killer is effective. Earth physical attacks are also effective. Be careful with this one because I did take a single target team in here, forgetting that we had the 2 small guys, and I did suffer for it. Sorry. Sorry, red team. Made that mistake once, though. Earth. So, here's the deal. Earth attack damage is down 80%. Almost everything else is resisted. Water and magic are neutral, but physical resistance is down 40, so you really want to use that Earth physical team. Like I said, just about everything else is resisted. Water and magic are neutral, but a water magic team is not going to produce. You need the physical Earth team. Earth attacks are effective because the enemy can reduce damage from single target attacks. So, we recommend using all target attacks. AoE attacks are recommended. They will debuff your single target attacks. Another problem I had there. Battle Dance Elmina uses Earth attacks against all targets, making her a great choice for the fight. Plus, she has Giant Killer, which is effective. The enemy will come at you with attacks that inflict stun, so try to counter this with equipment or Galamus, who's 100% stun resistance. I had Galamus on my team. I had no problem with stuns. So, yeah, make sure you take advantage of that because Galamus is super important. So this unit does do ailments. Bear that in mind. Now, finally, we have the disaster. The disaster itself is not going to emerge for a few days. You have, I believe, 3 days and change. Basically, the final day the disaster will appear, and everyone will get a chance to fight this. Baylor. Giant Killer is effective, so you got to use units with Giant Killer. Light and Earth attacks are effective, so you can use a combo team. We've seen some great combo teams that use both of those together. Self removes status debuffs, so we'll remove debuffs, just like the EX boss did. Foes decrease strength and magic and physical resist and magic resist. Also, foes inflict poison. Now, here's the deal, guys. This is basically a mini version of the EX boss. The big downside here, number one, the debuffs will probably get removed earlier than turn 7, because that's the last turn. Number 2, we do only have 7 turns, so it's not like you can turtle and produce damage over time. You have to produce damage in your turn. You have 7 turns to do so. You are crunched for time. You basically need to pull out the strongest team possible. The good news here is that, generally speaking, these units aren't terribly beastly. They're not really all that rugged hitting, so most of the time, you could just bring some older units or whatever, +2s, +1s, and you shouldn't, fingers crossed, have too many problems. Now, it says here, light and earth single target physical attacks are effective. Feline Page Felice can help you increase your damage against single targets. She's amazing. Units with Giant Killer, like True Courage Spear Finn, Gifted Warrior Lazar, are also recommended, as I said before. Use accessories and Gifted Sword Lazar to protect yourself from poison. Poison resistance is going to be key. The enemy will remove debuffs applied to it while coming at you with debuffs of its own. Keep an eye on everyone's status and reapply or remove debuffs as needed. Guys, take advantage of all this. This guy will not come available, and I'll give you guys a refresher course when he does, but it'll be a few days. I believe Monday. Don't quote me on that. I think Monday is when he comes live. Usually that's about when that kind of stuff happens. So let me know what you guys thought of the comment section down below. Did this help you out? Is this kind of information? I know it is late, but hopefully it was helpful to some people. Other than that, like, comment, share. If you want to see the cells, they should be shared in the Discord as well, so join the Discord, and I will catch you guys all on the next one, where we'll probably be checking out the second EX mission. Wink, wink, hint, hint.